Collaboration. Nozbe is a game changer for company-wide cooperation. When you use Nozbe as a team, not only do you get a fantastic task and project planner, but you also get access to features that make teamwork easier and more effective. In the previous part of this tutorial, we learned where you can find all of your team members in Nozbe. Now, let's focus on how you can get everything done, together. The video project we set up earlier needs a little help to get rolling. Let's invite a few people who can lend a hand. Here's a full list of your team members. Remember that even people who don't have a Nozbe account can join a project. They'll receive a link that lets them access the project without signing up. This way, you can communicate with anyone in any project using comments in Nozbe. Just enter the email address of someone you want to work with and click on the plus button. As you can see, the project's icon has changed so that we know that this project is not private anymore. The person who creates a project becomes its admin. Only an admin can invite new people to a project, remove members from a project, mark it as completed, or delete it entirely. Each project can have more than one admin. Pro users can assign 2 admins per project, while business users can assign an unlimited number of admins in every project. Task delegation. Let's get started by listing everything that needs to happen to make a great video for the website. Some tasks require a specialist. That is why we invited somebody new to this project. The graphic designer isn't on our team, but it doesn't matter. In Nozbe, you can share your projects with anyone you wish. Communication through tasks. Communicating through tasks is powerful and lets us respect other people's time and focus. In order to get a good thumbnail, I need to describe what I want in detail. As you might remember from an earlier tutorial, when you delegate a task to someone, it will show up on their priority list. This means that our graphic designer will receive the information and won't forget about it. Okay, so now you can see why it's better to communicate through tasks than via email. Both Sarah and I can see all the comments because we are in the project. Note, though, that the task delegated to the graphic designer is only on his priority list, not Sarah's or mine. He is the only person who should do something to move the task forward at this stage. The communication and decision-making in shared projects take place in comments and via delegation. If someone wants to ask for details about the tasks that are delegated to them, they write a comment in the task. The other people in the project see a new comment, read it, and reply. To make sure that a specific person reads your comment, you can mention their name in your comment using the @ character. The most effective way to get feedback is asking someone for a comment and delegating a task to this person. This way, you can be sure your colleague won't miss it. The task will appear on their priority list. Types of comments. Let's get back to comments. We can comment on a task in practically any way we wish. First of all, we can use Markdown formatting so the comment isn't just plain text. You can also attach any kind of file. If Nozbe recognizes your file format, for example a picture, it will show you a thumbnail. You can also add a YouTube link to your comment and it will be converted to a playable video. Text and files are not the only things we can include in comments. Nozbe integrates with services like Dropbox, Evernote, Google Drive, and more. You'll see how it works in the next part of this tutorial. Another way to comment on a task is with a checklist that you can tick off step by step. One more thing, every comment has its own drop-down menu. Look! Here we can edit a comment or pin it to the top of the comments view. Sarah has just added an important comment to this task, but I still want to have my checklist on top. Let's pin it. The Copy to Clipboard option copies the whole comment. When you use this feature, the whole text with its Markdown formatting will be copied so you can paste it nicely formatted into any app that recognizes Markdown syntax. We can also convert a comment into a task. As you can see, Sarah's feedback is an actionable item. Let's change it to a separate task. Of course, the original comment won't be deleted, so the conversation history will still be intact. The last feature in this menu is Delete a Comment. I don't think I need to explain that one. Pro tip. As usual, I have a pro tip for you. Let's go back to the checklist feature. You might remember that in one of the previous episodes of this video tutorial, you learned how to convert a task into a project. Let's do that with this task. Since it has a checklist as one of the comments, Voila! All the checklist items were converted into tasks in the new project. It's very useful if you create a checklist and decide that a task has grown so much that it should become a separate project. That's all. Now you know your options for making cooperation even more powerful. You can get started with my tips and even think of new ways to use Nozbe features for teamwork. If you want to learn more about some interesting use cases, visit our blog at nozbe.com/blog and get even more done with Nozbe.